You wouldn't even notice it at first, but in 5 seconds, the entire Earth would begin to fall apart. Not forever, just 5 seconds. Sounds harmless, right? You can hold your breath longer than that. So nothing really happens, right? But here's the strange part. It's not about your lungs. It's about everything else. Because oxygen isn't just something you breathe. It's the invisible glue holding your entire world together. And the moment it disappears, reality starts to break. So what actually happens in those 5 seconds? First, nothing feels wrong. Your body doesn't panic. Your chest doesn't tighten. You're still breathing like normal. But outside, things are already going wrong. Concrete, the stuff holding up cities, suddenly loses its strength. Buildings don't crack slowly. They collapse instantly. Bridges crumble. Dams shatter. Entire skylines begin to fall like sandcastles. And that's when the question hits. If oxygen holds buildings together, what else is it secretly holding? Because what happens next changes everything. Metal objects, cars, rails, machines suddenly behave in ways that feel impossible. Without oxygen, the protective oxidation layer on metals vanishes. And in an instant, metal fuses. Not melts. Fuses. Every untreated surface bonds together like it was welded in a fraction of a second. Cars lock. Engines seize. Infrastructure freezes mid-function. But that's not even the craziest part. Because while the world around you is collapsing, something far more dangerous is already on its way. And you can't see it. Not yet. At first, it looks like the sky is just changing. But here's the strange part. It's not changing color. It's disappearing. Because the blue sky you see every day isn't real. It's a result of light scattering through particles in the atmosphere. Remove oxygen, and suddenly, there's almost nothing left to scatter that light. And just like that, day turns into darkness. Not night. Something deeper. A flat, empty black sky, right in the middle of the day. And that's when things get worse. Because while your eyes are adjusting, your skin is already burning. The ozone layer, your invisible shield against the sun, is made of oxygen. Remove it, and the full force of ultraviolet radiation hits instantly. No warning. No delay. Just raw, unfiltered solar energy striking your body. And this is where it gets weird. Even if you're indoors, even if you're hiding, you're not safe. Because the damage begins in seconds. And while all of this is happening, your body still hasn't reacted. You're still breathing, still standing, still thinking everything is fine. But that illusion doesn't last. Because something else just changed. Something you never think about. Air pressure. And the moment it drops, your body finally notices. It hits you instantly. Not pain. Pressure. Or more accurately, the lack of it. Because oxygen makes up about 21% of the air around you. Remove it, and the atmosphere thins in a way your body can't handle. It's like being teleported thousands of meters above sea level in a split second. And your ears? They don't have time to adjust. They rupture. Instantly. But here's the strange part. That's just the beginning. Because without oxygen, fire cannot exist. Every engine powered by combustion shuts down at once. Cars stop dead. Trucks freeze mid-motion. And planes? They don't glide peacefully. They fall. Thousands of them. From the sky. At the same time. And that's when the world truly stops moving. Transportation collapses. Communication systems begin to fail. Everything that depends on combustion, gone in an instant. But that's not even the biggest problem. Because while machines are failing, the Earth itself is starting to break. And this is where everything flips. Because oxygen isn't just in the air. It's inside the ground beneath your feet. And without it, the planet itself begins to come apart. This is the moment everything changes. Because the ground you're standing on isn't as solid as you think. Nearly half of Earth's crust is made of oxygen. Take that away, and it doesn't weaken. It collapses. Instantly, the surface of the planet begins to crumble, like dry ash losing its shape. Mountains lose structure. Soil breaks apart. Cities sink, not slowly, but all at once. And this is where it gets terrifying. There's nowhere to run, because there is no stable ground left. Everything beneath you is disintegrating. And then, gravity takes over. You don't just fall. You drop into a collapsing planet, surrounded by debris, dust, and fragments of what used to be solid Earth. But here's the strangest part of all. You're still alive. Your body still has oxygen stored in your blood. Your brain is still processing what's happening. You're aware. For a few seconds, you witness the impossible. The complete breakdown of the world. And then, just as suddenly as it began, it stops. Because 5 seconds are over, oxygen returns. But the question is, what comes back with it? In an instant, everything resets. Air pressure returns. The sky comes back. Light scatters again. You can breathe normally. But here's the part no one expects. The damage doesn't rewind. Buildings don't rebuild themselves. Planes don't rise back into the sky. The ground doesn't reassemble beneath your feet. Because those 5 seconds changed everything permanently. And this is where the real question begins. If just 5 seconds without oxygen can collapse cities, shatter the sky, stop every engine, and tear apart the Earth's crust, then what is oxygen really? Is it just a gas we breathe? Or is it something far more fundamental? A hidden framework holding reality together? Because we never notice it. We never think about it. Until it's gone. And that's what makes it terrifying. Not the destruction. Not the chaos. But how quickly everything depends on something we can't even see.